Yo, what's up? I was editing today and I did something that I was like, okay, maybe this is something interesting I can show. So, I like cutting on movement a lot. When I was back in film school, I was told you should always cut on movement. Movement's really good because it is kind of like a double confirmation that, like, yes, you are in fact looking at the same object. If it doesn't only look the same way, but it's moving the same way. So let's say something starts moving to the right for the last couple of frames of the shot. When it cuts to the next shot, maybe a wider shot, that character will be finishing the motion they started in the previous shot, and then you kind of just know what to look at, because your eye will be naturally drawn towards the thing moving in the same way that was moving before the cut. So I do that all the time in videos. I do that when cutting video game b-roll. Even sometimes I'll have somebody actually, for example, let me just, so here's a little example right here. This isn't the clip that's going to end up being there. I still have to get footage of the hoverboard thing from Ratchet and Clank, and that's what's going to go in here too, and I'll use the same thing for that. But right here I just have a Mario Sunshine clip just because it's a clip where you're riding something and you jump, and I can use that as an example real quick. So notice here, I'm going to say a lot of platformers were doing this, and on the word a lot, it cuts to the other gameplay, but I used a clip that bounces off of the same motion from the Crash gameplay. The late 90s and early 2000s saw a lot of platformers dipping. I don't know if that was... A lot of platformers. Yeah, I feel like it's fairly smooth. A lot of platformers. Stuff like that, it's just kind of a satisfying cut as well. This isn't really... this one doesn't really serve as much like utility as I've described before. It's not really for directing your attention to the character. It's a video game, so the character's already always in the center of the screen. And also it is kind of like you're not looking at the same thing. But you can also use it just to have good cuts too. But better example, okay, right here. So this right here, I have a shot where it's kind of a three thing where I establish Steve did the artwork. Let's open to an example. And then fade to another picture of Ty's design. And it goes like this. He's also the lead art director in the series, being the man behind the character. Oh my god, there's a lawnmower! He's also the lead art director in the series, being the man behind the character design. I still think Ty is a really good design. So you noticed here, at the very end of the close-up, I moved the book to the right for the last couple of frames. So when it cuts to the wide, and I'm still sliding it to the right as I open it up. So this was the shot I got first. And this shot looked different originally, and I went back today and refilmed this and added that little movement on it just so it could flow into the next shot just a little bit better. So that's something I think a lot about, cutting on the motions, trying to use the motions to direct the viewer's eyes to the right thing, or maybe giving them a confirmation that this is in fact the same thing, because you're looking pretty close on this, and then you cut to a wide, and then you can't see it down there anymore. I don't know if you can still hear that lawnmower, sorry if you can. But it's a very useful principle in editing, something I recommend doing. It's just, it makes your videos a little bit more engaging because they flow a little better, they're a little more entertaining to watch when things just kind of smoothly transition like that. And again, it's also useful for other things. So yeah, hope that was interesting, hope that helps your editing if you're somebody that edits, and if not, I hope that was just entertaining to listen to, I don't know.